Hello everyone, I am here to do a flip through of the Coptic bound Coptic Stitch Ocean Journal. There is a playlist for how I've made much of this. I did not do the Coptic Stitch on video because I'd never done it before and I needed to have my video on so I could follow along, but I will link the one that I followed. So this is a Reader's Digest cover, and it's the front and back, but it had no spine, and I just loved the way this cover looked like it could be plankton or diatoms or something, and I liked the colors in it. So I chose that. It has a Tim Holtz, I don't know if it's actually Tim Holtz. It has a book plate and the word ocean. And there is the Coptic Stitch, and you can see all the signatures. And it is just bound, loosely bound with a, here, let me put this to the side, with some sari silk. So it's not attached. You don't even need to use it. It does sit nicely all by itself. And it has 5 signatures, and in between each signature is some kind of interactive piece. Okay, so I've used vintage nautical charts throughout. I've replaced the end papers with them. There's also some muslin, some lightly inked muslin here. And that is true on the back cover as well. So the first interactive piece is this gusseted envelope. And in this gusseted envelope, I have stuck some bits and pieces that whoever gets this might want to use for collaging, some extras of things that I've used in here. So that is for you to use. And that just winds around there. And then the first signature, every signature is pretty much the same. Every signature has like a cover of the vintage nautical chart. Every cover has on the front of it, it has one of my favorite ocean quotes, different ones on each one. And these are inked, and they have distress translucent crackle paint over the top of it. It's hard to pick up on the camera. It's very subtle. It just gives it a wet look. And then it is mounted with some inked tracing paper. And on the back of the inked tracing paper, I have stamped some of the sea creatures from the Tim Holtz Sea Creature stamp set. So it's kind of a neat little feature. So the pages in each one, all the signatures have 5 sheets, which is 20 fronts and backs. There is one signature, I'm not sure which ones, that when I bound it, I missed one of the sheets. So there's one with 4 instead of 5, but still lots of journaling space. And all of these pages are bubble inked with both distress ink and coffee staining. And they came out really cool. They also, each one has one of these pieces of brown paper that has bubble on it, but it's also been stenciled with a nautilus, or maybe not a lot, maybe it's a an ammonite stencil. And on the center of every signature is also one of these inked stamped quotes. This one is by Sylvia Earle. And then this is the first interactive piece. This is a frame. It's sewn. It has inked tracing paper behind it so that you can see the card. Each of these cards in here, there are various ones. This has a Mackie stamp of a whale skeleton. It has some nautical chart. It's sewn, and it has bubble inking on it. And that slides in there. So you can see that whale stamp. Can you see that in the camera? Yeah. You can see that whale stamp through the inked tracing paper. And this is the same thing. So this is a double pocket. So this has an index card that goes, so you can see the seahorse through the window, but then there's another larger index card in the pocket behind. And that was made from an envelope that I replaced the window, sewed around, and that is just a whale stamp I had. These do have a video to go with them. Here's the next signature, and it has a Ralph Waldo Emerson quote on the front, and in the center it has, "The ocean stirs the heart, inspires the imagination, and brings eternal joy to the soul," by Wyland. And actually, this is one of my favorite ones because of how surprised the fishies look. And this is the next interactive page. This is a slot pocket with inked tracing paper. And in that slot is a bubble inked index card with a poem called Sea Fever by John Masefield on it. And that can be removed, and you can move that. It's got a tiny attachment. It has some fluff on the edge. And then this is a slot pocket that has 4 different journaling tags in it. Each one has a creature stamp and some of that bubble printed paper on the back, and they all have fibers going through the things. This one says, "For whatever we lose, like a you or a me, it's always ourselves we find in the sea." And that's by E.E. Cummings, and that has more fishies on the back and more of the same papers. This one says, "How inappropriate to call this planet Earth when it is quite clearly ocean." And that's by Arthur C. Clarke. Here's the next interactive bit. This one it's just a tag in that pocket. And this is an index card. Isn't that pretty? In this little tuck. And then in this little belly band here is a kind of a file folder, but it has a whole bunch of stamped labels. And these are on sticker paper, so you can use these where you would like. And then there's a big journaling card in that pocket that slides in. And then on the back, this is just a journaling card that sits there. And then this is another envelope, so you can see the stamped image through the back on that tag. This one is the last, no, it's not the last signature, second to last signature. It says, "We forget that the water cycle and the life cycle are one." And that's by Jacques-Yves Cousteau. And then the center, more of that bubble paper. There's the ammonites. And this one says, "We are tied to the ocean. And when we go back to the sea, whether it is to sail or to watch, we are going back from whence we came." And that's John F. Kennedy. More of the bubble printing. This is the last interactive pocket. This little pocket here has 2 vintage tea cards with fishies on it. And the center inked envelope has some more labels in there that you can use. And then this envelope, oops, that goes like that, has a journaling card. And this is inked vellum that is stamped on the inside. And there is a journaling tag in the big pocket. And then on the back, there's another envelope pocket with another tag that you can see the image through the window. And this is the last signature. It says, "The 3 great elemental sounds in nature are the sound of rain, the sound of wind in a primeval wood, and the sound of outer ocean on a beach." And that's Henry Beston. And he wrote The Outermost House. And that's a book I highly recommend. And the center, more of that same paper, the center of this one is Sylvia Earle. "Every time I slip into the ocean, it is like going home." And then there's one bonus sticker at the back. And it says, "The earth has music for those who listen." And that's William Shakespeare. And that is the Coptic Stitch bound Reader's Digest cover ocean journal. And actually, if you buy this, you will get a flat pen, which I forgot to make. I'll make that now, as well as some more bits and pieces, including some bunch of the extra nautical chart, a couple poems that I didn't use, and a couple other things in there. So that will come with it, as well as the flat pen, which I will make right now. So thanks so much for watching. I have not put this up in my Etsy store yet, but I will shortly, and then there will be a link in the description box below. You can also go to my banner on my YouTube page, and there's a link to my Etsy shop there. So thanks so much for stopping by. Please click like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope you all are doing well and stay safe. Bye-bye.